Hey guys, Original Gamer here. I figured I'd just throw up my Galaxy Artifact deck profile. Um, I definitely don't have really like any of these cards because I never thought Galaxy or Photon would ever be good. But of course, even it's still not good at TCG because all the cards that make the deck good I think are OCG exclusives. But I'm gonna go ahead to the deck list and you guys can let me know what you think. I run 3 Galaxy Eye Photon Dragon. It, you need to run 3, I feel, because, that's your main thing you want to dump with Soldier. I know he's not really great. I mean, he could clog your hand, and he's a horrible top deck. I've tried running 2, and you just really need the 3 in there because not only is a target for this, but your expedition is your main go-to for the expedition too. And you never know if it's going to get banished from your graveyard or whatever, and you'll just definitely want that extra one, and it's just overall good. I run double Galaxy Knight. This card can clog horribly, even at 2 sometimes. So I don't want to go any less than 2 because then I'll never see it. And it makes some really good comeback plays, so you definitely need it. So 2 is my number. I run triple Moral Attack. This is, besides Theosophy, this is my only artifact monster I run. It's the only one you need to run. I mean, you could go with a slightly larger artifact build, but then you just probably want to run like 1 or 2 Beagle Tech or whatever it's called. So you can pop your own, I think he double pops your back row whenever he gets destroyed, and but that's not neither here nor there because I'm not going to run it. And I run triple Galaxy Soldier. This is the heart of the deck. This is what makes the deck so good. It's a -1, but it replaces its advantage whenever it's summoned, because whenever it's special summon, you can add 1 Galaxy monster from your deck to your hand. That's special summon anyway. You can special summon it using Galaxy Expedition, get your effect. Special summon it off Call the Han to get its effect. Special summon it off its own effect and get its effect. And you can dump any light monster, any other light monster from your hand to the graveyard and special summon it. The one you really want to have in your hand to ditch is this card, but Moral Attack is a good thing to discard too, because it's kind of useless in hand. I mean, unless you want to go ahead and try to set it and hope they pop it with an MST or save it, or you MST it yourself. Other than that, you don't really want to discard too much unless, like, the game state, like, there's no other way you can get around it. Like, I've actually had to discard Galaxy Knight to special summon him, and then just grab another Knight. It replaces itself, kind of, so it doesn't really matter. It's really great. It makes your rank 5 plays. It's a light monster, so you can go with any of the you can actually play with one of the best rank 5s in the game, Pleiades. It's amazing. Overlay Booster. Now, I can see people running Instant Fusion or Overlay Booster. I wouldn't run Instant Fusion unless you're going to run Panzer Dragon, because the card's just so damn good. But the extra deck space, I just didn't want to take up the 2 extra slots for that. So I wanted to save extra deck space, so I decided to Overlay Booster. Although argumentatively, Panzer Dragon's really great too, because even after you use the Instant Fusion, you can, if someone spaces your Call of Haunted, other than Moral Attack, you can bring back Panzer Dragon, and it does the same thing basically, except for I think Panzer Dragon pops a card on the field, whereas Moral Attack has to be a face-up card it pops, so it'd be a better target. Galaxy Wizard, this is a must at 3. This is another reason the deck is so good. You can use both of its effects in the same turn. You can raise his level by 4, making him an 8, and then tribute him later. One of the best plays this deck really has is to raise his level to 8, play Expedition, grab your Galaxy Eyes or whatever other Galaxy monster you want to special summon, and then tribute him off to get his effect to add a Galaxy card to your hand. That can be anything. That can be you can basically add any card, Galaxy card to your hand, from your deck to your hand. Your Galaxy Expedition, your Zero, Galaxy Eyes, Knight, Soldier, whatever you want. I run triple card D. As you've seen in my duel videos, I really like this card in here. I don't know if it's my bad luck or whatnot, but I open wonky hands all the time. Like I always seem to open a Galaxy Eyes and Knight, and then nothing that lets me use them. I like open those two, an Expedition, and like a Space Typhoon, or some back row that just doesn't let me get those cards out of my hand or set up Knight or anything. And then I'll draw my card D along with it, and then usually after I use it, it gives me something that makes my hand playable. Use what you will in these spots, but I like them. Excel Light, I only use 2, mostly because late game, it could be dead. I really like to see it early game, because it lets you get your wizard. So it's basically like running 5 wizard. I mean, you can special summon. Actually, that's the only target XL Light has is wizard, right? In my deck anyway. But yeah, it's dead late game. So 3 might have been cloggy a little bit. I mean, I wouldn't say you're bad for running 3 at all. Like, it adds consistency to the deck. But I just felt like it'd be cloggy. 3 Galaxy Expedition. This card is extraordinarily good. All your Galaxy monsters can be level 5 or higher. So, I mean, you can. It sucks. It's a once per turn. You can only use it once per turn. But it sets up so many plays. It's ridiculous. It gets the Galaxy Photon, dragging out of your deck, thins your deck that way. I mean, you can get a soldier play off. It's a great card. Great card. Triple MST, because back row is a thing, and you don't want it stopping any of your plays, of course. 1-0. I know some people would like to run this card at 2, maybe even 3. I would never run 3. 2 is like as much as I'd ever go for. 1 is perfect to me because whenever I need it, it's basically just searchable whenever I want it. It's a searchable monster reborn. I don't like it, and the fact that I can't activate their effects. I would not care the fact that I can't attack with it. Blah blah blah. I just hate that I can't use its effect, their monster effects. It sucks so much. I'd rather use Call of the Haunted. Call of the Haunted is way better to me. I would run 3 Call of the Haunted if the fact was, Galaxy Zero is searchable. So I just run the 1 just in case I need to go for it. I mean, it's better that way just because I can search it. That's the only reason I'm even running 1, or else I'd probably go triple Call of the Haunted. That's just me, though. Other people will like that card way more than me. Theosophy of the Artifact. This card is a must at 3. It lets you get to your moral tax, and I mean, even if you run out of moral tax, you can still set if they space it. You can destroy something. The card is amazing. It's like an Bissphere. I mean, it's a great card. Great card. It's what lets you disrupt your opponent's plays. It's what makes moral attack useful, because drawing moral attack kind of sucks. You don't want to draw that. You want to draw your Theosophies and keep moral attack in your grave or your deck for that play. Okay, traps. I run 1 Bottomless, 1 Mirror Force, 1 Torrential, triple Phoenix Chain, Solemn Warning, and 2 Call the Haunteds. Call the Haunted is absolutely broken in this deck. There's so much that you can do with it. You can set up your 8 plays, of course, by bringing back these cards. You can bring back Moral Attack. It gets its effect if you activate it during your opponent's turn to pop a face-up card. Soldier lets you search your Galaxy monsters because it's as long as it's special summon. You can bring back Overlay Booster for 5 if you want. Galaxy Wizard. You can use its effect to raise its level, use Expedition, or just tribute it to search. The only card that you can't use it with, obviously, is Card D. It's really, really great. Okay, now going on to the extra deck. I run 1 number 62, Galaxy Eyes Photon, or Prime Photon Dragon. This card is absolutely ridiculous. This is one of my favorite extra deck cards. If it had like a destruction immunity effect, it'd easily become one of the most broken 8s in the game, probably. This card is amazing, and it makes me sad that it's OCG right now. I mean, I'll probably build a deck in real life as soon as that card comes out. I mean, if they all come out at once, I'm definitely building it. I'm getting the cards as of now, you know, all the TCG legal ones right now because I just love the deck so much. Number 107, Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon. There are so many decks right now that like to raise their attacks, namely Fire Fist, mainly Fire Fist, because you know all their spell cards boost all their monsters' attacks. So this card becomes insanely good against all that. You drop this, you can attack twice, and it raises its attack by 1,000, I believe. Yep. And their attacks become their original attacks. That's awesome too. So it lowers their attacks, raises yours, and it lets you attack twice, I believe. Heliopolis, this is your problem solver card. You get some things on the board you can't handle. You go into this, and that's another good thing. If you're running card D and it's dead in your hand, you can use its effect and you can ditch card D, and you just won't feel like you're missing anything because you don't need it anyway. And it's going to be put to good use to make a 1-for-1 play. Felgrand, because it's the best rank 8 in the game. You get this on the board. It's not impossible to get it off the field, but it definitely drains resources and can be a game ender if you get your opponent's hand advantage down to like 3 or 4 cards. Generally, they just can't deal with Felgrand at that point. You got one guy dragging the Thunder Charger because you're running all sorts of rank 5s, and if you use up any of the materials, you can just overlay him on top of it. And of course, the Volcasaurus play, and with Guy Thunder can OTK. It's great. I run one M7 because I run Pleiades, and after I use the materials, I'll overlay with M7. Gives me an extra little attack, and can actually recycle Wizard or whatever else I got in my graveyard for further plays later. Zen Mayo, this card is absolutely stupid good against back row or decks that set a lot. Great, it wipes the stuff clean. It does get stopped a lot because as soon as you summon it, they just like stop it with something. Usually, that's why technically I usually go into Tiras because of its destruction immunity effect. It's very good at clearing back row and problem cards. Really, really great. Pleiades because it's best rank 5 in the game. Volcasaurus because you can OTK with it. Freezer Dawn only because of Crystal Zero Lancer. If this card did not exist, this card would not even touch the extra deck anywhere. This card is absolutely terrible. The only reason you run it is for access to this card because this card is absolutely amazing. It's one of the the best rank 6 in the game, basically, besides M7. But the card's just so good. I run 2 level 4s. You never really ever go into it. I've had only one time that I've used the 4s for Excite Knight, and you definitely at least want access to Excite Knight. I can definitely see you dropping 101 for another extra deck card if you want to add some room, but I would recommend running Exciton Knight because you never know when you got a wizard, your opponent's just winning, and you got a Call the Haunted or a 0, you got your 4 in the graveyard, a 4 in your hand, you just play it, overlay your wizards, and just blow up the field, and hopefully take the game back from there. But and all these cards in the bottom here are just cards I was trying out at one time, like 7th one with the number C107. I just find the rum variants of any deck so far that I've played just gimmicky. Gimmick puppets. Honest is a really good card. Don't feel it's necessary in the deck because all your monsters are so huge anyway. I don't see a problem with running it, but I just didn't have the space. I was running Upstarts over top of card Ds, but took them out and tried the card Ds instead, and card D is excellent. I tried, like I said, the triple Call the Haunted at one point, and I did have 2 Mirror Forces in, and I dropped Galaxy Zero down the 1. But yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think about the deck list. And as always, have a nice day, and thank you for watching Original Gamers.